Hey guys, alright, today, me and just Aspen, Aspen today has created a full Vetticon slash TG set Iceberg, wrote all the entries, and I'm gonna be narrating them. So, yeah, let's get right to it, shall we? Alright, Tier 1, the tip of the iceberg. Vetticon. Vetticon, also known as Aspen, among other monikers, is the very big bald man behind this iceberg and the Vetticon game development company in quotes. He also made this iceberg and most of what's on it. Aspen 71/72. These are the two channels of Aspen. 71, later renamed to Vetticon, is the one where all the game stuff is posted, while 72 is used for archiving music or just shit posting. TG set series, Pokemon Painful Purple, Yellow Flow, Weird Ass Day. All these entries are essentially just the most popular Vetticon games, and are the developers' favorites. I would go into detail on these, but you should just play them instead. Polish. This entry can be taken both ways. It can refer to the lacking amount of polish in Vetticon games. TG Set 1, for example, notoriously was a buggy mess. Or it can refer to the fact that Vetticon himself is actually Polish. Crude and absurdist humor. This entry is fairly self-explanatory. Most Vetticon games feature very vulgar and nonsensical plots and dialogue. A lot of it is influenced by the likes of Beavis and Butthead, early South Park, and Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Tier 2, The Body. Peal. This is the first Godot game released under the Vetticon name, and it's just a shitty top-down shooter made in roughly 2 days as a joke. The game would get a remaster sometime around summer 2024, though the series would never be truly revisited despite there being plans for a sequel. Pre-TG set games. This is a broad entry that refers to all the Vetticon games made before TG set released, and about how much they suck. Since most of them were made in a few days by very experienced Lil Spin, they look and play like ass and are generally disowned by Vetticon, though they are still available in this shit pack. TG Set 1 started the shift to comedy. Since we just talked about preset TG Set games, we may as well knock this one out too. While the previous games already just had some slight comedic undertones that generally didn't take themselves seriously, it was TG Set 1 that helped Vetticon find its footing in the comedic games we have today. Kooltres and Aspen Play. This is a small series of, usually really long, videos on YouTube of Kooltres and Aspen playing Vetticon games, and laughing at all like Beavis and Butthead at all the poop jokes. Peak entertainment. Copyrighted assets. One thing you'll instantly notice when playing any recent Vetticon game is just how much copyrighted or borrowed assets they use, mainly in the form of music and various metal bands. Is it because of laziness, lack of skill, or an artistic choice? Probably a mix of all three. Maxtilian race. The Maxtilian race is one of the many strange groups of creatures in the Vetticon universe. They resemble the guy very closely, except they wear no shirts and their skin is all pixelated and stuff. They are most known for their kindness and general happy attitude. What a cool bunch of fellas. Crappy endings. Another self-explanatory entry. Most Vetticon games don't have very good endings, with TG Set 3 and the TG Set 2 Deluxe endings being probably the only exceptions. The guy's full name. The guy's name is literally first name the last name guy. This is revealed in TG Set 2 during the ATHF section, and the idea was given to Vetticon by Kooltres during a conversation. Tier 3, the arse of the iceberg. Peenie Weenie's Insane Asylum. This is probably the most unusual game in the Vetticon gameography, as it appeared out of nowhere and is really strange. It was made by Vetticon in about a day out of boredom, and that's all about there is to it. TG Set 2, AHBL. If Aspen made this iceberg a little earlier, this would have. If Aspen made this iceberg a little earlier, this would be. Are you kidding me? Weird Man Guy is calling me! He's calling me! Okay. Hi, Weird Man Guy.
Are you doing something right now?
I'm in the middle of narrating the Aspen TG set Iceberg.
Oh, it's funny. Oh my god, that is such good timing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not even. Okay. So I was calling you to tell you about this. Basically, I go to my school. We had biology today, right? We're learning about homeostasis. And so we did a project where, believe it or not, there's like a glass and it has Homer's face on it, and we have to keep Homer filled up, and then we have to keep it at a constant temperature. And it was really weird. But like, the main thing that I want to tell you about, there was literally a potion called Simpson Fluid. It was on the table, labeled as Simpson Fluid. I'm not joking.
Simpson Fluid.
I literally have Simpson potion in my class. It was ballin'.
Oh god, I hope you didn't turn yellow. You know you can't reverse that.
Oh no, we didn't drink it.
Okay, thank god. This is gonna be so stupid. I hope Aspen includes this in the video.
I really hope he does. Anyways, that's kind of all I wanted to talk to you about. I just wanted to say this, because I thought it was funny.
Thank you. You came in at the best time.
Are you still recording this?
Yes, I never stopped. This is in the recording I'm making.
Okay, this is okay. Okay, bye. I'm gonna
Bye. Oh my god. Alright. Oh, I was taking that so seriously. And then he just comes in and he's like, hi. Alright. Okay, where were we? Okay. Time to get my serious voice back on. TG set 2, AHBL. If Aspen made this Iceberg a little earlier, this would be at least 2 tiers lower. But now that TG set 3 is out, we can all enjoy TG set 2 AHBL in all its glory. Anyway, AHBL stands for All Hell Breaks Loose and was a cancelled expansion for TG set 2, which would follow the non-canon Hell ending. It was sadly cancelled after TG set 3 came out and Vetticon lost interest in working on it. Though he has expressed interest in bringing it back, so maybe someday we'll get to see All Hell Break Loose. Horror elements. Vetticon games rarely ever stray away from being goofy and asinine, but occasionally there are some strange borderline unsettling sections like some of the hell sections in the TG set trilogy and the fetus boss fight in Pokemon Painful Purple. Aspen and friends in game. Vetticon will often insert himself and his friends in his games, most notably in the Aspen final boss of Pokemon Painful Purple and the kooltres secret boss in TG set 1 Deluxe. Inside jokes. Following up on the previous entry, there's tons of inside jokes on Vetticon games, but I won't explain them because most of them are so stupid. TGF set. TGF set, or the greatest Funkin' Ever story ever told, is an FNF mod made by kooltres featuring 2 songs of the guy totally demolishing the robber with his rapping skills. The Glitch. The Glitch is a strange little anomaly of a fella. He appears to be regular Mattstillon, but he is referred to as the Glitch, so he must be some sort of important leader of the Mattstilian race. Johnny's character shift in TG set 2. While in TG set 1 and 3, Johnny is kind of a relatively normal dude. He becomes a villain in sorts in TG set 2 and even forced the guy to kill Tango, but he redeems himself after the guy and him reunite in prison. Vetticon has since expressed his dislike for what Johnny became in TG set 2.
Hey guys, Unzor from the Poopcock Project here. Just wanted to poop in. Get it? Poop. And promote our upcoming album, Erection Project, coming out when it's done. You fucking bitch.
Tier 4, Deep Waters. Cancelled projects. Another broader entry. This refers to any projects Vetticon worked on and showcase publicly, be it on Reddit or YouTube, but never finished for whatever reason. References to media. There are quite a lot of references to various pieces of media in Vetticon games, be it through small mentions or whole sections like the ATHF section in TG Set 2. Excuse me. Religious elements. A lot of Vetticon games usually have some sort of religious elements, most notably the tradition of putting in Hell section in every Vetticon game, but also through stuff like having a god boss in TG Set 1 as Satan in TG Set 3. The Guide Gmod player model. Around April 2023, Vetticon made a Gary's Mod 2D player model of the guy and posted it on the workshop. It didn't get many downloads, just like any other Vetticon project, sadly. TG Set Anthology Pack. While most people who are aware of TG Set found it either on itch.io or RPG... Okay, hold on. While most people who are aware of TG Set found it through either itch.io or rpgmaker.net, there's also a bundle of the TG Set. There's also a bundle of the TG Set trilogy on indie.db, though it only ever got a few uploads and most likely isn't up to date. Talented guy. Before the guy received his iconic name, he was actually going to be called Talented Guy, as shown by an early TG Set title screen. Nobody knows how this name came to be, not even Vetticon, but eventually it got changed to the guy, and the rest was history. The dude's origins. While most know the dude for being the main antagonist of TG Set 3, he actually originated from a Game Jam game called Where's the Damn Jam, which is even referenced in TG Set 3. AAGFAP. Aspen's attractive game for Aspen attractive... Fuck. Aspen attractive people. Aspen's attractive game for attractive people, or AAGFAP for short, was a flash game made in Stencil by Vetticon, possibly predating Peal. It was made in around a day and was a basic platformer with you playing as attractive men. Reviews. While very few and far between, a few Vetticon games have actually received reviews. Most of them are inaccessible due to the fact that rpgmaker.net is offline, but there are also some videos on YouTube of people playing the games. Tier 5, Dark Depths. TG Set on Game Jolt. Somewhere around its release, TG Set 2 was briefly available on Game Jolt before being taken down after a few months due to a lack of attention from others, resulting in keeping the game up on there being a waste of time. The guy on Cartoon Coffee. Sometime during summer 2022 on the Cartoon Coffee Discord, Vetticon suggested adding the guy to a world map CC was making for a YouTube video. And while I'm not sure if the video with the map is out yet, he ended up being added onto it. If you haven't, you should definitely check out Cartoon Coffee's channel for awesome VFX tutorials and more. TG Set 2 original ending concept. The original concept for TG Set 2's ending was going to be vastly different from what we got. In the original ending, the guy would get fed up with the crap of the world, but instead of killing himself, he would kill both God and Satan and become the ruler of the world. This was scrapped around the middle of development. Cheats and dev features. Many Vetticon games feature cheats and developer stuff purposely left in the game, such as the name codes, Sigil and Aspen, in TG Set 2, which grant access to the dev area and max stats respectively. Also, I think there's an eat code in TG Set 1. I think it's just eat, but I can't exactly remember. I remember finding it out in the kooltres and Aspen played video, I think, of me playing it. I felt like mentioning that. I thought that was funny. I remember losing it over the stupid eat code back then. Those who know. Anyways, scratch games. Before getting its start in Godot games, Vetticon made a lot of crappy scratch games. Most of them are thankfully gone now, but you can still find some if you know where to look, though I wouldn't recommend it as they're really bad. Lost development videos / projects. Gonna group these two together since they're fairly similar. There are many lost development videos of Vetticon games, mainly the original version of I Wanna Get the Key and TG Set 3, but also some lost projects such as Pume 2, or a game about a bunny with a bow that was lost due to a broken hard drive, despite being almost complete. There are quite a few lost Vetticon projects, but 98% of them are either really boring or lost so early in development there's nothing that's left of them. Okay, hold on. There are quite a few lost Vetticon projects, but 98% of them are either really boring or were lost so early in development there's next to nothing. Or were lost so early into development there's next to nothing left of them. God, I messed that one up a lot. It's okay. These things happen. How am I doing, Aspen? Am I doing good? Okay. Alright, let's continue. Tier 6, Tier 6, the Battles of the Ocean. TG set Christmas... Okay, I'm really doing bad right now. TG set Christmas Adventure / Glitch Shitty Stories. Starting up the tier, we have 2 cancelled TG set expansions for 2 and 1 respectively. The reason these are way lower than AHBL is because they were never mentioned anywhere and were both scrapped fairly early into development, though both haven't been ruled out completely yet, so maybe someday we'll see them make a grand return. Games on strange sites. That sounded weird. Games on strange sites. If you Google Vetticon, you might be able to find various Vetticon games on strange foreign sites. These sites usually just scrape out random stuff from itch.io and host them on their sites, most likely for ad revenue. Games like the TG set trilogy have also found themselves on sites for P games, so someone may have they pinned it to TG set. Just think about that. $, talented guy handless. This refers to a strange unused sprite found in TG set 2 AHBL, which, as the name would suggest, is an edit of the guy with one of his hands missing. Nobody knows what this was going to be used for, not even Vetticon. Strange crafts in TG set 3. In the TG set 2 city section of TG set 3, if you step around on certain tiles, indicated by a subtle click sound, you can trigger a strange crash to occur, which is then followed by a jump scare. This is reference to the infamous dead body crash in Utah, no, Tatari. Oh wait, I think I actually know what that is. I saw like a Goose Boost video about that, where it was like a fake crash and then scary jump scare. That's cool. Oh yeah, it is that? Okay, that's neat. You know, now that I really think about it, that they are pretty similar. I'm just assuming you didn't mention it because you didn't think I'd get the reference, but no, I get the reference. Weird Ass Day, almost a TG set spin-off. For a while, WAD was going to be turned into a TG set spin-off due to the fact they both share a lot in common, as they both have nonsensical and verbal plots, assets from various sources, and unexplainable hell sections. This never ended up happening, however, and WAD was released as its own separate thing. Unrealized concepts. This is a broad entry for all the game concepts Vetticon has had and even prototypes that never came to be. There's not a lot left over from them, but what was able to be found you can see on the screen right now. The guy's ego death. A little bit of a joke entry, but you can notice how with every TG set, the guy gets less confident and more fed up with everything around him. As in TG set 1, he seems mostly unfazed by all the bull crap around him. In TG set 2, he's seen complaining about all the nonsense. And in TG set 3, his whole goal is just to return home to relax from all the strange stuff happening around him. Haha, you can't get this guy. If you open the project file for TG set 1 in RPG Maker XP and open the Actors tab, you can notice how there's a guy called Haha, you can't get this guy, who used the shirtless the guy sprites and has all max stats.
Popping out and mouth agape, pulses develop stripper.
Tier 7, Apocalypsa, aka the misinformation tier, because I got bored and just made up shit for funs, though some of these are real. F means false, T means true. TG set, Le Crime Alpinus. This entry refers to a rumored TG set expansion that we don't know much about, but it was apparently scrapped for how strange it was, even for TG set standards. Jimmy takes a fat one up the... This was considered name for TG set before that name was conjured up in that old noggin of Vetticon. The reason it was considered is because of how completely unrelated it is to the game. Russian TG set ripoff. Around summer 2023, a game called This, which roughly translates to A Very Nice Story, was available on the App Store by a Russian dev team but was very quickly taken off with no explanation. Guy-degloved.png. This was a sprite you could find in the characters folder of the TG Set 3 demo and was notable for how graphic it was compared to the other sprites. This sprite was never used and we don't know why it was made. Catacomb.webm. This entry refers to a strange video file that was used in TG Set 3 which features some really weird random clips edited together set to symmetrics by Rootwater. Original TG Set 3 ending concept. Originally, the plot of TG Set 3 was going to revolve around the guy getting revenge for all the stuff in the world has caused him, which would end in him facing off against Vetticon himself for making him go through all of what happened in all the TG sets. Oh, fuck. We cannot go into details for this one due to YouTube's community guidelines revolving... We cannot go into details for this one due to YouTube's community guidelines regarding violent content. And that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed my narrations. I kind of butchered some words and slurred some words together. It's a bit of a mess, but you know what? That was fun. I enjoyed that. Good time. Goodbye.
Don't you want